says that I'm live. Oh boy. All right, so I'm running into internet issues. It's all my fault. Okay, but either way, so I'm flying out here today, and this weather looks wild. I love it. This is very exciting. I will not fly in this in real life, but in a video game, all day and all night. So this is where I'm supposed to be right now. So that is wild. Alright, cool. So, let me see here. I'm waiting for this game to start up. It's still loading. So let me jump back into OnAir. So let's see. Alright, so I've rented a seaplane. So the group has rented me two planes. So this is the one that I rented. I'm going to give this back. Do I need to? I think I have access. No. It starts tomorrow, so I'm going to. So these are the two planes that I have for the event, and I'm going to hold on to this one so I can do my qualifying. All right, and it looks like the game has loaded. So let's go ahead and get that going there. So P. Here it is, Lake Hood. Now I'm going to start out. I'll have to figure out how to manage the plane here, but for right now I'm going to start out on this ramp. And then we've got floats. This is This doesn't look like it has my stuff. That's weird. Okay, we'll just leave it alone. Let's go ahead and get started. So the purpose of this flight today is to follow some instructions from a, what are they called? They're not a CFI. At that point, there's another acronym. The aviation community has so many acronyms. It's so hard for me to keep track of them. And I used to work for the public sector, where the government has plenty of their own acronyms, but the aviation community has even more acronyms. So they're going to give me some instructions on where to fly, how high to go. And I think at some point I'm supposed to do like a slow fly and then turn around. Hopefully it's the same thing. The fact that it's a seaplane, I want to see if they'll ask me to land on water. Maybe that's too complicated, but we'll see. Again, my computer seems to be freezing. I wonder if I'm running out of memory here. Maybe I should have rebooted before I started streaming today. Yeah, because this does seem pretty bad. So while that's loading, I'm trying to look at my task manager to see if there's anything that's taking up all the memory. Nope, just a game right now. Well, my hard disk is pretty active. That could be a reason. Memory and CPU seems to be fine, but my hard disk is super active. Look at that weather. It is terrible weather. Okay. Ooh, this is not loading up nice. Okay, so let me go back to here. So let's go ahead and see if we can do a check ride on this plane. And if all... oh, this is the wrong one. This is the virtual airlines. I want mine. Charters, OnAir. Oh, it did it again as to where both of them look the same. Ugh. Okay, so let me get rid of this. Okay, so now it's loading up. Okay, so here's the plane. I'm going to do a check ride right here. So let's see what happens. Tracking aircraft. All right, we're looking good. So here is the check ride, or here's the mission, I guess. They want me to have 115 pounds of fuel. I can do that. Let's go into, oh man, objectives. Oh, I did reset that. Pushback camera checklist travel to. Don't want objectives. Flight assistant, basic controls, nav log. Okay. So it's trying to do fuel. 115. I've got 168 pounds, so let's get that down there. Alright, that should suffice. Yep. Alright, so let's go ahead and start the check ride. And probably, I think when I start
Taxi to the runway and take off.
Oh, okay. Taxi to the runway and take off. So, should I have started in... let me go ahead and fix my camera. Oh boy. Alright, so let us go ahead and... we've got the fuel valve on. Let's make sure that our wheel is okay. I'm moving my keyboard, sorry. Let's get this out of the way just temporarily. So, ooh. Alright, so if I remember anything, we're gonna put on our battery. We're gonna put the battery on. We're gonna put the battery on. Put it on, there we go. Now is this parking brake off? It is off. Put the parking brake on. There's software that I'm starting up for my yoke, so I can see what's going on. Okay. Alright. I'm going to turn the beacon on. And we're going to do some stuff with the fuel. So here, we're going to push the mixture in. We're going to push the throttle in, and then we're going to turn on the fuel pump. We'll see the fuel flow rise. Do that for a couple seconds. 3 to 5 seconds. Alright, then I'll put my throttle to a quarter. I'll lean that until I start the engine. Alright, we can go ahead and start turning the keys. And then I'll push in the mixture.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
Okay, so let's turn on the master avionics. Let's get some lighting in here because the weather is looking pretty dismal today.
Taxi to the runway and take off.
Yeah, I heard you, lady. Let's get that to 1,000. Let's turn on the alternator. I think I should have turned that on with the battery. Alright, so these are off. You gotta turn them on here. This. Same thing here. This is off. Turn it on. So, engine failure, I thought I turned it on.
State saving enabled.
And I'm going to save the state. I was looking at some videos and it seems like none of this means anything if I don't save the state. Alright, this barometric pressure is right there. We'll put this to standby, and standby 7,000. We can click the VFR button and it'll, oh, can we click that VFR button? Yeah, we can. There we go. Oh, I'm in a, I thought it was 1,200, but apparently it's 7,000 in Alaska. Let's go with the temperature, 12 degrees Celsius. Alright, so does everything look green? So that's green. That things seem okay. Things seem okay. Everything seems to be nominal. Alright, so let's make our way to the, where's the runway? I think it's behind me. Alright, so I'm gonna have them push me to the left. Is that the right direction? Yep. So we're moving, so I'm going to turn on the taxi lights.
Taxi to the runway and take off.
Yes, yes, young lady. I am terribly sorry for being so slow and so careful, because I'm a good pilot. Alright, so we'll stop the pushback. Oh, this thing is... So I did learn... sorry, let me... I'm trying to grab my controller here. So I did learn that this is the position that you want the rudders in when you're flying. When you have them in the water, you want them down. And then these, while you're on land, they, even if you put the landing gear up, it's not going to make an adjustment. That was an opportunity to take a picture. I do like the drone mode. You can really you can really get your angles. Okay, so now let's stop messing around and do this test. I'm gonna turn the pitot heat on. So I've got pitot heat. Let me see if any of these have popped out. They seem to be okay. Alright. Okay, let's do this. Apparently I am a little afraid. Okay. Now, I've been having a problem steering with this seaplane on land. Well, anywhere. So we'll see how it goes. So usually 1500 RPM will move the Cessna, the regular Cessna. It looks like it's the same with this one. And then I'll have to drop it back down to 1000 so I can get some control. Oop, that thing stopped. Let me adjust my pedals. My pedal is getting away from me as I'm pushing down. Alright, so I'm going to turn on my nav and strobe and my landing since I'm making my way onto
Taxi to the runway and take off.
since I'm making my way to the runway. So I'm at 1500 and it's not moving again. So let's see. Parking brake's not on. Yeah. So what's different this time? Is there an obstruction? Was I the obstruction? I was pushing my rudder pedals all the way to the left. Oh my goodness. This is a little frustrating. So, okay. I don't know what to say. So I think the problem I'm experiencing right now is when I push my rudder pedals all the way to the left, it doesn't want to move. So how am I supposed to move? And we're just going to take off as soon as there's an opportunity. We are just going to get out of here. Come on, 55 knots. Get there. There's some trees coming.
Airborne time logged.
030 and 3 knots. Fly runway heading. Continue to climb. Please, go to heading 320. Fly runway heading. Continue to climb.
Three, 2-0. Alright, so I'm climbing at 1,000 feet per minute.
Turn left, heading 170. Climb to 2,000 feet.
170 at 2,000 feet. So turn left. So I'm definitely making sure that I'm turning left. 170 at 2,000. So here's 180, which is south. I mean, I should probably put a bug. Okay, so there's 170. I need to continue to climb. Oops.
Now, maintain 2,000 feet and heading 170 for a couple of minutes. Please, go to heading 170, maintain 2,000 feet. Now, maintain 2,000 feet and heading 170 for a couple of minutes. Please, go to heading 170, maintain 2,000 feet. Now, maintain 2,000 feet and heading 170 for a couple of minutes.
Alright, so I'm doing this manually, and I think I should probably just turn on autopilot.
Please, go to heading 170, maintain 2,000 feet. Now, return and land at your departure airport with an appropriate IFR or VFR approach. It almost sounds like I failed. Because she was asking me a whole bunch of times to do the same thing. So the question is, where is my airport? Oh, I get the suspicion that I did not do well. Now I think it was a bug because I was at 17. I think I was at 170. Alright, but she wants me to land. I don't know what that sound means. I need to look into it one day. Can I push it? Nope, you just... Alright, so my landing strip is somewhere over here. I plan to do like a flyby until I can locate it. I remember there's a bunch of trees, so it's somewhere over here. That looks like it on the left. Could be wrong. Because where's all the planes? Where are all the planes? Is that a road? Yeah, that's a road. Okay, so that looks like the strip right there. Okay, so let's come back in. Now that we have an idea, let's come back in on the downwind. Where's the tower? I'm pretty close to that tower. Alright, so let's try this again. I'm using trim to help keep my nose pitched properly. So I'm gonna put down one of the flaps. So at this point, I don't know where. I think that was a problem last time, is I didn't know where. Okay, so there are planes over there. Okay. So that looks like the runway. So let's try a different approach.
'cause I'm having a hard time getting my bearings, I guess. I almost feel like I'm coming in too fast. So let's go with the second flaps. We'll turn on the landing lights. So I'm looking at my speed while I'm doing this. All right, so this is not a proper approach. They don't need to know that. So I believe it was runway 32. So I'm going to be looking at my heading indicator for 32. There's the lights. So helpful. Alright, let's last flaps. I need to come in gentle like. So I'm gonna take off some throttle.
Landing
Taxi to
time
your parking
logged.
and shut down the engine.
Yeah, we definitely touched down.
Yeah, I'm pushing on my rudders hard because this thing keeps moving on the floor. Alright, so let's get off the runway. Let's see if I passed. I don't believe I did, but let's get ready to try it again. Oh my goodness gracious, can I get a break with this thing here? Oh, are you serious? It stopped right there. You know what? I'm good. Let's turn on our brakes. Let's shut it all down.
Engine off time logged. The flight is finished. It has been monitored by OnAir.
I bet it has been monitored by OnAir. Alright, so let's see what OnAir... Let's see how OnAir rated me. So the landing was hard. Checkride was monitored. It's so weird. So weird that this is like that. Auto scale. Okay, that's sorry, that is weird. So, did I pass? What is going on here? So, okay, there it is. You failed your practical exam. You can pass it again as soon as you're ready. So, where did I... There it is. Follow the heading. Okay, so at least it's telling me what to do. So, slow turn practice, follow the heading. So, I'm going to put on the autopilot for this because apparently I don't know how to follow the heading. Okay, so I am going to slew this plane into place. Now I don't know how to turn this thing around. Ooh, I do know how to turn it around. And that's what we're doing. So let's... I didn't show you. Sorry guys. I slewed it. I moved it in space. We're going to try this check ride again. I'm going to use the autopilot. Okay.
Taxi to the runway and take off.
taxi. Whoops, there we go. Alright gang, let's try this again. We're going to turn battery and alternator on. We don't need the fuel pump because this is a hot start. Turning on the beacon. I'm going to turn on and then introduce fuel through the mixture. Uh-oh, that didn't work. Alright, let's try that again. What am I missing? Not missing anything. Oh, Mamma Mia, Papa Pia. Let's turn off the batteries, save some battery. Okay, so that's checking fuel flow, pitot heat. All that stuff is off. Electronics off, fuel. Duh, ho ho, there's what it is, the fuel selector. The fuel valve is off. Good show, good show. Alright, so battery and alternator. Let's turn on the beacon. Throttle is in at 1/4. And let's go ahead and turn the magneto. And then introduce fuel.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
There we go. Let's turn on the avionics. We're going to do nav, strobe, taxi, and landing. We're just going to turn on everything. We're doing it all. Okay. And the barometric pressure is actually, I'm going to use the B key and cheat. And it would have been nice to see this in a... Yeah. Maybe not so much. Okay. Alright, so the question now is, how do I work with this? Because I haven't actually done that yet. So we're going to turn this on. And this one, so I'm going to turn on autopilot. I'm going to go to heading mode. And
Taxi to the runway and take off.
And then I can just change that. Okay. So the first one will probably be 1,000 or it's 2,000. Okay, so if I turn that on again, it automatically goes to roll. Okay, that's fine. I'm digging it. Alright, let's see if we can get to the... Oh boy. Let's not be stuck, guys. Alright, I think I keep pushing the brake while I'm doing my rudder. I think that's what's going on. Alright, we're waiting for that 55 to 60 knots. Airspeed finally, it's alive. And we're gonna go.
Airborne time logged.
030 at 3 knots. Fly runway heading. Continue to climb. Please, go to heading 320. Fly runway heading. Continue to climb.
320?
Please, go to heading 320. Fly runway heading. Continue to climb.
320 is behind me. I think I'm already
Please,
going to
go
fail.
to heading 320.
Alright, so let's go with
Please,
this.
go to heading 320.
What in the world? Okay. Oh, come on, heading. Come on, Mark. Learn how to
Please,
use.
go to heading 320.
Learn how to use your equipment. So I'm in heading mode. No, go to heading. This doesn't look good at all. This doesn't look good at all.
Please, go to heading 320.
Why does this look like I don't know how to fly the plane?
Please, go to heading 320.
So I'm not on GPS.
Turn right, heading 020. Climb to 2,500 feet.
020. Does it even matter? Because this thing's doing whatever it wants to do. Fair, I'm super skeptical. Oh my goodness. Can you turn to the right? Do I not know how this works? This is absolutely atrocious. Heading. I'm using heading. I am using heading. 020. Okay, so you know what? Autopilot's not going to work for me. So I'm over 2,000 feet, so let's try and get it down some. Let me take out some of this throttle here, because I'm just gunning it.
Continue to heading 020. Altitude 2,500 feet.
2,500. Okay, so now we're going 2,500. Alright, oh, sorry, I'm using my pitch and my trim in the wrong direction. 2,500 guys, come on, we can do it. I feel like I'm overcompensating on everything. It's supposed to be like subtle movements, and I don't think my movements are subtle. Okay, so we're almost at 2,500, so let's trim it out a little bit. This trim is not great. Alright, get control, Mark. Get control. I'm looking at my instruments the entire time. I have not looked outside once.
Continue to heading 020, altitude 2,500 feet.
Alright, I feel like I'm there. Let's do an altitude hold, I think. That's my heading. My heading changed. As soon as I did heading, it changed. How are you supposed to change? Do I? That's gyro heading, heading bug. Okay, I don't know what a gyro heading is. No, that's... So, 020. Whoops. Heading. No, you stay where I put you. And you're not doing it. Okay. Alright, well, I wanted to be hardcore, didn't I? So now I'm just doing it manually. I can't see anything outside. I'm definitely going to have to rely on the map here. So does this person remember that?
Continue to heading 020, altitude 2,500 feet.
You know what? I almost feel like there's a bug. It is a little tough trying to manage 3 dimensions. Especially with subtle movements. You overcompensate in one direction and now you're just seesawing back and forth. And I've been going in this direction for quite some time. So something's up.
Continue to heading 020, altitude 2,500 feet.
It doesn't sound right, man. It doesn't sound right at all. Something's going on. I step away for 2 seconds. So let's try the roll again, but I want altitude hold. 2,500. Okay, so autopilot, you're acting funny. Can I just turn you on and off again? Let's see what happens. Plane seems stable-ish.
Continue to heading 020, altitude 2,500 feet.
You're climbing a little too much. Now you're descending too much. Good lord. Alright, let's try that again. Let's do a roll. Altitude hold at 2,500. And even though I'm telling it to go down 200, it's not. So this thing is a wonky. But this alt is still there. So do I arm it? I feel like I'm gonna fly right into a mountain.
Continue to heading 020, altitude 2,500 feet.
Okay, so you know what? I believe I've already failed. So now I'm curious to see what is going on with this thing here. So I'm in heading. And where is this thing taking me?
Maintain 2,500 feet and heading 020 for a couple of minutes.
Okay, it's 020. This is 220. I don't get it, but actually look at this. Holy moly. My thing isn't right. Oh, that's the first time that's happened. Very cool.
Please, return to a level flight at 2,500 feet. Keep heading 020.
Come on, guys.
Now, maintain 2,500 feet and heading 020 for a couple of minutes.
Sure thing, lady. And I want you to hold the line. Alright, so this is a little exciting. So this I've never had it be different from the compass. So I'm really glad I experienced that and was totally confused, because I'll always check this. And this is something you're supposed to check.
We will now start a slow turn exercise. Reduce your speed to 55 knots or less and maintain your altitude. Use your flaps if necessary. Please maintain 55 knots or less.
Okay, so we're going to slow things down. 55, so I'm definitely going to be using my flaps. Now I got to hold on to... Oh, you know what? One of my flaps has already been out the whole time. Oh, buddy. Let's get another one out. So I'm playing with the throttle.
Trim in motion. Trim in motion. Trim in motion.
Please maintain 55 knots or less. Now, make a 360 standard turn to the left. Maintain 2,500 feet and 55 knots or less.
Alright, to the left. So let's go this way. Now, I didn't hear. Was it 360? Or was it 180?
Continue the left turn until heading 030.
030.
Your indicated speed is beyond the required 55 knots. Please maintain 55 knots or less.
Bruh, there's too many...
Now, make a 360 standard turn to the left. Maintain 2,500 feet and 55 knots or less. Resume to normal speed. Turn left, heading 040. Climb to 2,500 feet. Now, maintain 2,500 feet and heading 040 for a couple of minutes. Please, go to heading 040. Maintain 2,500 feet. Now, maintain 2,500 feet and heading 040 for a couple of minutes. Please, go to heading 040. Maintain 2,500 feet. Now, maintain 2,500 feet and heading 040 for a couple of minutes. Please, go to heading 040. Maintain 2,500 feet.
Why am I not at...
Now, return and land at your departure airport with an appropriate IFR or VFR.
I feel like I failed it again. Follow... Oh my gosh. So where am I? I actually am headed back home. Oh, this is something else. Okay, so let's do a direct. How do I do a direct here? There's a direct. This is Papa. Alpha Lima. I think it's hotel. Hotel. Yep, okay. Oh, that is so disappointing. see if I can do an approach. Alright, I think I'll use this opportunity to try and figure out how this works. So it's climbing. VS. So I've failed the test twice already. I can't seem to get my headings correct. Huh? It's rain. Yeah. It's 8 degrees Celsius outside. I'm in Alaska right now. Mm-hmm. Pass or fail. Yeah. Yeah. So now I don't. So
It's the right airport.
thanks. I don't know if I'm. So coming in at 100 knots. So how does this actually work? So VS toggle speed on. So if I turn it off, I've got Alt Arm. Well, I think now's a good time to actually learn how this works. This is vertical speed. This is altitude hold, which is off. Then I know what these do. Now is this off because of the wind? There's a 10 knot wind, but it's pushing me this way instead of this way. So why aren't I on the magenta? Oh boy. Cannot see anything. I think I picked a dangerous airport to try and do my check ride. Alright, so I feel like I'm pretty high. I am 2,000 feet in the air. Yes, I'm definitely high. I need to get down to 1,000. So I can at least see that. Well, not really. You know what's funny is I am destroying these flaps. I did not realize that I still had these flaps going. Okay, right, so that is the runway. I took off all the throttle because I was coming down pretty quick. on, buddy. Let's get those. Let's get that flap going. Let's turn this bad boy around. There you are. I'm putting in my last flap. I've taken all the throttle out. My angle of attack is just too steep. Too steep to ignore.
Taxi
Landing
to your
time
parking
logged.
and shut down the engine.
Alright, I felt that landing was smooth though. Those are fences. My pedal is not cooperating with me today. I think I'm supposed to be on the grass. Okay. Another disappointing run. Alright, let's turn everything off.
Engine off time logged. The flight is finished. It has been monitored by OnAir.
Alright, gang, so let's see what OnAir thinks of us right now. I mean, we already know. You failed your practical exam. Yes, yes, yes. So I got this part right. They somehow passed me on the slow turn. And then it was just the last, the last one. Alright. It's a regular landing, minus 134. Not great, not terrible. Alright, so you know what? Let's try it again. Okay, so while that's happening, oops.
Taxi to the runway and take off.
Yes, ma'am. Introduce fuel.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
Okay, so this is 36. How accurate? So this is 04. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to turn off all this accessibility stuff. It's throwing me for a loop. Or am I just using it as an excuse? Who knows? Okay. Oh boy. Alright, so 040. So that's this one here. Get out of there. What are these? Oh, okay. 3, 4, 5, 6. This is, I mean, it's kind of on the edge, so it's actually a little further. I'll go with that. Okay. All right, let's try this again, guys. All right, so first one is going to be 2,000 feet. We know that. So the question, because I used to know how to do this. So this is the vertical. This is the, oh, let's gotta turn on the alt, yep. So we want to climb 500 feet. Okay, let's try it again.
Taxi to the runway and take off.
Yes, ma'am. Wide turn. I can't get it tighter. Using the brakes. Okay. Alright, so let's get down one flap. Everything seems to be in the go. Except I was not leaning. Let me see here, am I? There's no fouling. Okay, so I guess that's okay. Alright, so we've done this a couple times, so we're no longer afraid of not hitting 55 knots before the end of the runway. So that part's good. Airspeed's alive. And 60.
Airborne time
080
logged.
at 5 knots. Fly runway heading. Continue to climb.
Fly runway heading, which is 32. Putting up my flaps, trying not to stall.
Turn right. Heading 330. Climb to 3,500 feet.
Oh wow, that is different. 330. Alright, so I'm gonna put on autopilot. Did I hear right? 3,500. And then I want to put you on a heading, but as soon as I put you on heading, you're going to change heading. 330. Okay. I think we're okay. So I'm trying to get to 3,500, so is that going to work? We need to get there a little more aggressively. Take the alt off, guy. Okay, so VS has to be on in order for that to work. There is no flight FLC, so it's all VS management. I have to remember that.
Continue to heading 330, altitude 3,500 feet.
Okay, 330, 3,500. Got it. I believe I'm currently heading 330. Oh, ooh, they match. Oh, that feels so good. All right, we're starting off pretty good today. All right, got to keep an eye on some of this stuff here. So the stuff's in the green. That voltage is going down. Fuel flow. Are we above? We're getting above 3,000, so we should kind of start. Ooh, that engine. That EGT just went up. So I guess more fuel flow. Yeah, more fuel flow right now.
Now, maintain 3,500 feet and heading 330 for a couple of minutes.
Oh man, I was not paying
Please,
attention.
Go to heading 330, maintain 3,500 feet. Now, maintain 3,500 feet and heading 330 for a couple of minutes. Please, go to heading 330, maintain 3,500 feet. Now, maintain 3,500 feet and heading 330 for a couple of minutes. Please, go to heading 330, maintain 3,500 feet. Now, return and land at your departure airport with an appropriate IFR or VFR approach.
So I failed again. Why am I still climbing?
Grid in motion.
Oh my gosh, why am I still climbing? Alright, buddy. Turn around. You're doing 15. Head back to where you came from. So Alt. There's a lot to manage here. Sorry for my voice. Alright, so I am... Okay, so we're definitely in heading mode. And I want to switch to nav. Why is it blinking? We're in roll. I don't want roll. Okay, so nav is taking over. I am not at 3,500. And I'm still descending. Oh no.
It's the right airport.
Is that... Okay, it went to 1500 and stopped. So how did I do that? Oh my goodness gracious. So there's the alt hold. So I don't know what that second alt hold is. So I definitely need to look into that. I'm gonna need to fill the tank. I need to fill the tank soon. Well, I see a beacon over there. Just not sure. I don't know if it's for my airport or for the other big one that's right next to it. So I'll turn on the landing lights. Alright, so we're definitely over. Let's see if we can come in hard. Nope, 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 nope. Can't do that. That is too high. I'm gonna take out all the thrust because well, all the throttle because I'm going in pretty hard. Alright, let's pull the nose up, slow us down, get one of those flaps going. Let's go ahead and make that turn. There you go. Let's get that second one here. We want to keep our... Oh man. We are again coming in hot. I took out all the throttle and I have the flaps full. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Taxi
Landing
to your
time
parking
logged.
and shut
Ooh,
down
that
the
was
engine.
rough. I definitely have my foot on the brakes. Okay, let's put the parking brake on. Shut down some of these lights.
Engine off time logged. The flight is finished. It has been monitored by OnAir.
Yes, 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 yes it has. Alright, so let's get back to OnAir and let's put some fuel in this plane. Fail the practical exam, okay. How much fuel do I have? Yeah, how can I get more fuel? Because every time I do the Checkride, it doesn't give me the option. So let's see, workshop. Oh, I can change the configuration. Get a quote. Annual checkup. Conditions. Okay, so that's fixing the plane. I just want to fuel the plane. What are events? Alright, buddy. I mean, I can prepare the aircraft for a mission, but there's no mission. Oh, look at all this cargo. Validate fuel. Now, what is happening here? How is it that I'm able to take these passengers? Or can I? No, I don't think I should be able to because I'm not certified. So this is, I guess it's just a payload that's at this airport. And I would like to fill this tank up. 336. Select the pilot. So all I want to do right now is just validate the fuel. I wonder if it'll actually, if this is how I fuel up. Yeah, that'd be neat. Alright, so now let's take a look and see if my fuel bar is green. Hey now, it is green. Alright, good deal. So now let's try this again. let's try this again. Ghost Miner, hey, how's it going, buddy? So I am desperately trying to pass this check ride for this plane, and I keep failing. So fuel 336. Alright, let's get back to this.
Taxi to the runway and take off. Fuel has been added during the flight. From 10.87 to 38.08 gals.
Is that a problem? Did I immediately fail already? Ooh, look at that. I don't have enough. Okay, it's only me. I'm doing well. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. Check rides are always hard. Yeah. Yeah. So this one, it's my first time. Well, I'm having. Hold on. Let me see. How can I say this? So I'm flying the amphibian plane, and I don't have a cert for that. So I've always had trouble navigating with these rudders. On land, on water. I've always had a tough time. So that's one thing. And then the autopilot, I'm learning. I've used this autopilot before, but it was a while ago, and now that I'm using it again, I'm trying to figure out why things aren't or are working. It's weird. Okay, but it sounds like my mission failed because I put fuel in the plane. Yes, it wants me to have 65 pounds of fuel, which I need more fuel, man. How do I get more fuel? Position. So I filled it up. I filled it up, and then as soon as I started this one, it was like nobody. So let me see. Let me abort this. Flight aborted. Yes, yes, yes. Now, did it already take my money? Balance. I think it's balance sheet. You never used OnAir. Oh, well, I like it. Right now, I'm having a difficult time with this particular mission, but overall, overall, I do like it. Where is? I guess it's my cash flow statement. You use air hauler for VA flying. Okay, I haven't heard of air hauler before. So here, they took my money for fuel, and then they didn't give it back. What a bunch of so-and-sos. Alright, so let's try that again, because it looks like I have fuel, but in here, this Checkride is expecting me not to have the right amount of fuel. So it wants 190 pounds. So let me add the 190. Oh, you probably, I'm sorry. Let me put on my desktop. You probably couldn't even see some of the stuff that I was looking at. Air haulers like OnAir. Okay. Have you tried what is it? NeoFly? Okay, so here it looks like everything's cool. Let's see if it then tells me that I have too much fuel.
Taxi to the runway and take off.
Okay, that sounds good. So for this Checkride, taxi and take off, initial climb, follow some headings. So I've been having trouble with these headings. So I think I might try and do it manually. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, so NeoFly is pretty cool. It's another economy-based game, and it's free, and I like what they're doing with it. Right now I'm doing some flying in the 720. Okay, on XP11. So X-Plane. So I'm on Microsoft Flight Simulator. I have not played X-Plane. I'm a member of the pilotclub.org, and we do have some pilots or some players that do use X-Plane. What I've always wanted to know, what makes you not excited? Why are you playing X-Plane? One thing I've heard is that it has something about infinite, there's something with its scalability. I'm not sure what that means. So like I think my idea is Microsoft Flight Sim is probably very beautiful, but I think it's maybe limited as to how many objects it can render on the screen. I'm not sure. As opposed to X-Plane, what makes X-Plane so awesome? I think that's my question. All right, so I'm still tracking. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this thing started. Okay, so turn on the battery and the alternator. We're going to turn on the beacon. At this time, we're going to make sure that the fuel valve is on. Oops, that was the wrong switch. There we go. Fuel valve is on. You got FS9, FSX, P3D, version 4. You've got them all. Do you play them all? That's a lot of. I only have MS. I only have one simulator. You've got all the simulators. Alright, so this is not a cold start, so we shouldn't have to use the fuel pump. And I think we're okay. Let's go ahead and get this thing started and see what it does.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
Alright, cool. Introduces some fuel.
Taxi to the runway and take off.
Yes, young lady, I am coming. XP11 just feels more realistic. Oh, okay. And there is a lot more freeware aircrafts, and there are plenty of add-ons to make it worth the money. Got it. So the the flight model or the physics model seems more realistic. That's cool. That's actually a super valid reason for why you'd want to use that. It's like, so right now I don't have my private pilot's license, but I do plan to start looking into flight schools and making a career change next year. So I'm using this sim to practice the procedures. The pilot club, the pilotclub.org gives me lots of opportunities to practice and to do group flights and stuff like that. So, but if I wanted to do more realistic flying, maybe XP11 is what I should be looking into. I do fly, most of them I use XP11. For long haul flying I use, oh, interesting. So they all have like the pros and cons when I'm doing group flights. Got it. Oh man. You've got, that is a lot there. Are you are you a real pilot? Alright, so we have our fuel all the way to the top. We're just gushing in fuel. XP11 is really good with flight model, and there is a big community. I'll have to look into that. I have not really done anything with that. I've just kind of jumped on this one. Waypoint, yes. Okay, so you're in the, you guys are in the green. You seem fine. Now this is still, yeah, this is still synced up with that. Okay, so I think I'm ready to go. I'm just getting scared here because I've failed this test 3 times already. All right, man, let's do it. No, I'm not. I'm currently waiting to enter college for computer science. Nice. I am a software engineer. So are you going into programming, or what's your do you like hardware or software or both? Do you want to make robots?
Taxi to the runway and take off.
Yes, ma'am. I will do exactly as you say. Yeah, but I'm waiting for XP12, which is coming out soon. Yeah, I heard about that. So is it what exciting thing is happening with XP12? Is it better physics and it looks cute? Trying to go into game design. Nice. Very cool. Well, be careful, because that was exactly my same path. I started out doing programming I wanted to be a game developer, and then I got caught up in creating websites. And my career for the past 20 years has been web developing. I always wanted to get back into game developing, but I never did. Alright, so we're going to take off. I've been struggling. Let me see here. If I do nav, so why doesn't this change? It changed last time. Alright, maybe that was just a glitch then. Alright, so I'm going to take off, and then I'm going to try and follow instructions. So let's see what happens. I go into game design. Alright, so We've gotten pretty. Even though I took off on a no, I'm taking off on the correct side. I just saw the windsock. All right, come on, buddy. 60 and roll.
Airborne time logged.
050 at 5 knots. Fly runway heading. Continue to climb. Please, go to heading 310. Fly runway heading. Continue to climb.
Okay, 310, and the runway heading is 31. So, which one am I doing? Which one am I doing, buddy? All right, putting up the flaps. I'm trying to get more speed.
Turn right, heading 050. Climb to 3,500 feet.
All right, 050. We can do that. 3,500 was it? Oh, I already forgot. 050, I think. Darn it! I'm getting my things mixed up. So I think it's 050 is what I heard. Let's do that first. Alright, let's turn on autopilot just so we can kind of do some stuff here. 3,000. Oh, that's not right. This is where I'm getting things confused. Okay, so 050 is here, so let's do heading mode. And now let's figure this out. It's supposed to be a simple 3,500 and arm and climb. Nope. And there we go. So now it's going to... and arm. Now we can climb. Except my frame rates are dropping, so I don't know what is going on. So I have to manage this. Because at some point...
Continue to heading 050, altitude 3,500 feet.
Thank you for telling me, because I forgot. Oh, come on, frame rate. Okay, so I need to keep an eye on my airspeed, because I do tend to forget. And then my last problem was that I stalled. Excuse me. Alright, yeah, so yeah, I did once want to become a pilot, but then decided I wanted to be a therapist, then decided I wanted to be a game designer. Wow, that is quite the journey there. I'm digging it. So you were in high school? Ghost Miner. Hey, thanks for following, Ghost. I appreciate it. So you're in I guess I'm assuming this is high school, and you wanted to be a therapist. What got you into not wanting to be a therapist? Because that's kind of a big change. Well, actually, not really. While you get your answer together, I wanted to be a doctor, a pediatrician when I was in high school, but I realized that I didn't have good study habits, so I wasn't going to do medical school and all those things. So then I was like, well, what else can I do that I like? And computers was the answer. Is that the same scenario for you? Everyone in my life tell me I shouldn't. Oh no. Everyone is discouraging you from following your dreams.
Continue to heading 050, altitude 3,500 feet.
Yes, young lady, I am working my way to... I think I need to get some... I think I need to put some hardware on this one, because I don't like what's going on here. Okay, everyone saying, well, I don't know. So I did not have any ambition on becoming a pilot until I started playing this particular game, and then I started learning. I had questions about some of these buttons, and I started learning some of the procedures, and then I was able to practice these procedures in the game, and that's when something clicked, and now I'm just head over heels for aviation. Also, I got a mild learning disability, which makes it hard for me to learn things quickly. Gotcha. Okay. I hear ya. Game design. So, have you done, like, is it programming? Is it actually like designing
now,
the games?
Maintain 3,500 feet and heading 050 for a couple of minutes.
Okay, now, will this, if I arm this, will you stop? Okay. I'm okay with this. I do need to start slowing down some. And because I am above 3,000, I should start leaning my fuel. That EGT is going to start going up. Okay, so right there. DARPy. Ooh, this is VR. No. This is not VR. This is I want to say AR. I'm using tracker. I'm using track IR. So I've got this thing on my head. So I normally have a camera on, but I couldn't get my lighting right tonight.
We will now start a slow turn exercise.
Something's different, so I don't have my camera.
We will now start a slow turn exercise. Please maintain 55 knots or less.
Alright, 55 or less. So this is where I struggled last time. So once I started making the turn, I started going fast. They somehow passed me, so I'm gonna put at least two flaps on to help me maintain the 55 knots. So I've got one. Let's go again. And then once I make the turn, I gotta keep an eye on the speed.
Now, maintain this speed at 3,500 feet and make a 360 standard turn to the right.
Okay, so it'll be 050, so I'm going to start out here. It'll turn to the right, and then I'm going to continue the
right turn until heading 060.
060.
Trim in motion.
Oh, come on, plane,
Please, turn to
don't
heading
stall.
060.
Oh. So now I'm supposed to be dagnammit. So because
Please turn to heading 060.
Yeah, turn to the right, buddy.
In motion. Trim in motion.
Oh, now I'm going too fast. You
Try
see?
to maintain your speed at or under 55 knots. Please maintain 55 knots or less.
Yes, ma'am. All right, now let's. So I'm watching this and this. Oh, I still need to be 55. Okay, so let's get this to 060. And let's pull back on that throttle some.
Now, maintain this speed at 3,500 feet and make a 360 standard turn to the right. Resume to normal speed. Turn left, heading 130, descend to 2,000 feet.
Alright, 130, turn left, 130, so let's see. Because I don't want to keep doing this one, because then I'll make a right. and I'm supposed to go 2,000 feet. So, all right, 130. I haven't seen who just followed, but thank you very much for following. I appreciate. Okay, so I'm making the left, and now we need to go down to, I thought I heard 2,000. So let's see if we can do this again. I'll need VS. Give me the VS, there we go. Alright. So are we doing it? 130, yes, 130. We have decent airspeed. We are going down. Good deal. Alright, so let me see what you guys said. Altitude indicator primary instrument. They always taught me rudder band from there to every other instrument to not pitch up or down. Wait, what? I think I missed something. For the moment, I'm working on getting my private pilot's license. As you will see, a lot of steams on me playing. Gotcha. So you're a fan of the steam gauge, my friend. So am I. Am I still headed in the right thing? 2,000, 3,000. All right, things seem okay. Airspeed. I've been doing a flight
Continue to
since
heading 130, altitude 2,000 feet.
2,000 feet. Okay, so I think I need to drop this a little more. Let's kind of get there faster. All right. You know what? That looks like a mountain in front of me. Yeah. So let's. So now I don't know if I want to deviate. The heading. Oh, this is such a catch-22. There is definitely an obstruction in front of me. And I need to follow instructions. Alright, let's see if...
Maintain 2,000 feet and heading 130 for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, a couple of minutes? Oh, this is tricky. So let's see if we can rise up just a little bit. I'm hoping that I can kind of curve out this way.
Please, return to a level flight at 2,000 feet. Keep heading 130.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, maintain 2,000 feet and heading 130 for a couple of minutes.
Sounds like a plan. I'm playing chicken with the mountain here. I did not expect this to be part of the Checkride. Alright, so let me see if I can slow down, because I only need a couple minutes. Oh, that is hilarious.
Now, return and land at your departure airport
Whew.
with appropriate IFR or VFR approach.
Okay, that was a little scary. All right, so let me get some altitude and then figure out where I am. Actually, let's do both at the same time, because we are pro. What are we? We're pro pilots. So I need to turn to the right, right into this mountain. Okay, so I think I passed my check ride. Let's see when I land. Alright, so let's turn on autopilot and let's go into nav, GPS, and I want you to go to 1,000 feet. Is that what it's doing there? I guess. Alright, cool beats. Steam gauges are the best gauges. Have you done any introductory flights? Was that for Ghost or for me? I've done a discovery flight. So I did one in May, and it was awesome. Really enjoyed it. I did not expect for the instructor to make me take off, but he said we're taking off, and he walked me through the process, and it was pretty cool. That was the highlight. A 1960 Boeing. You know, I do love how the year of the planes almost don't matter. The airframes are still kind of the same, no matter what year they were made. The engine and some of the other accessories are different, but the airframe is basically still the same. Alright, so how far are we? We are about 7 miles from our final destination. Hopefully when we land, they'll tell me that I passed my check ride and all is well. So if you guys wouldn't mind, I would love for you guys to get some predictions on the landing here. So if you do pound, nope, not pound, exclamation prediction and then a number, minus 20, minus 100, you know, one of those. We'll see if I can live up to your expectations. Alright, so I'm about 1500. It's still going down. I'm going to assume, because I changed this, that it will, when it gets to 1,000, it'll stop. Something's armed. I'm gonna look into the documentation after this. Ooh, minus 20. Thanks, Ghost.
It's the right airport.
Yes, the right airport. Thanks. Thanks, pal. I can't see the airport, but it's the right airport. Alright, so 12 degrees Celsius. I figured Alaska would just be constantly cold. I mean, below freezing. That clearly shows you that I don't get out much. It is not the winter wonderland that I thought it was. You got all, you got all the faith in me? Thank you, sir. I will take that faith, put it into my hands, and put my hands on this yoke. Alright, let's see. Oh. Oh, I think the battery for my controller died. I was gonna do... Oh, look at that. I still have my flaps open. Alright, we're coming up. Let me see here. We're coming in a little fast. We're gonna basically we're coming in on the downwind leg, and then we're gonna turn around and make that landing. Runway, I believe it's 32. Nope, it's not 32. Yeah, actually, no, we're in a different spot. So the runway is actually this way, so I need to come out this way. The runway is 32, which is why I was a little confused. Alright, Let's take out some of this power. Some of this raw power. So many beepings. I don't know what is going on with this plane. I'm gonna put one of my flaps back up. Alright, so I should start making, well, there goes the tower. I'm gonna take some, so actually, whoa, that was too much. So there's the tower right over there, and there's the runway. But I was at a bad angle. There's no way that I'd come in. Okay, so we can do this. And let's try and manage that speed. And I need the lights. Oh, I don't see the lights. It's gonna make this a little more difficult. There it is. There it is, right in the corner. Right in the corner of my eye. Alright, so I'm taking off all the throttle because I'm, again, too high, too hot. I'm putting down all the flaps. Let's see if I can get that -20 coming in like this. Alright, let's put in a little bit of rudder. Gotta be smoother than that.
Taxi
Landing
to
time
your
logged.
parking and shut down the engine.
Oh. Well, that was fun. Now, why didn't... Oh, you know what? Sorry. I do have... I'm using Sim Toolkit Pro. It's supposed to tell you guys what's up. And it didn't. Okay. We'll take a look at... what's that thing called? Oh, what do we call it? Uh-oh. We'll take a look at... Oh man, my brain is tired. Oh, look at that plane. That plane's doing something wild and crazy. I do not wireless keyboards. Right backlighting on my keyboard. Turn off because the keyboard almost died. Uh-oh. Alright. So let's park on the grass. And I guess we don't care where we're parking. Okay. Let me see here. It's always fun to see that sometimes. Alright, so let's turn off all the lights. And then let's turn off the engine, and then let's see if
Engine off time logged.
let's see if I passed.
The flight is finished. It has been monitored by OnAir.
Has it now? Alright, turned off. Oh, that's the beacon. Turn off the beacon. And then the avionics and the battery, or the alternator and the battery. Okay, so now let's see what's going on. Okay, whew. Fourth time is the charm. I got it very smooth, but it wasn't 20. It was minus 170. So you passed your practical exam. 6 out of 6 exercises succeeded. There we go. So it took me 4 tries. A lot of it just had me fumbling with my autopilot. Let me see here. I do not wireless keyboards. My RGB backlighting on my keyboard just turned off because the keyboard is almost dead. I can't wait until the 40th anniversary update. It's hard to type. The 40th anniversary update. I don't think I kept up with that. Is there anything new that they're dropping? I thought they just had an anniversary update. I know they had the Game of the Year edition, and then I thought they just had some sort of anniversary. I do not like wires keyboards. Okay. Gotcha. Alright, good deal. So now let's take a look and see my character. This is my guy, and there it goes, certification number 3. So I've got the single engine piston, the single engine piston C, that's the one that I just got, and then I got a turboprop. So now I can fly these missions. Now, what am I doing this all for? Good question. Let me tell you. Let me see if I can... So here's that group I'm part of, thepilotclub.org. They have, so they're using OnAir as their virtual airline tool. And what we are doing in September, which is tomorrow, starting tomorrow, we're doing all of our missions in Alaska. Very excited about it. This is a very dangerous place. Very beautiful and a very dangerous place. And let me see here. So there's some awards: the Bushmaster, Cargo Master, Seamaster, and there's 11 airports that we are making a priority. So with OnAir, I can do all the missions I want. Let me actually see. So here is where we are right now. So let's take a look at missions in this area. 40th anniversary update will be bringing 8 vintage planes. Ooh, November 11th. Cool. Gotcha. Do you know if they're going to be like free, or this is more stuff to pay? More stuff to buy? So here we have, let me see here if any one of these. So I know that, so this is Kodiak, or this is Kodiak region. So I know that we have, in this whole area, there's 11 airports that are marked as, what do they call them? Special? Priority airports. So we get points for doing missions into those airports. There's special missions. There's a bunch of stuff going on here. So in order for me to participate, I needed to get certified in that plane. So now that I'm certified, tomorrow I can go ahead and start doing some missions, and it'll be great. What? It'll all be free? That is outstanding. 40th, hold on. Anniversary. I am not aware of this. I've been in the total dark. They announced this in June. Where have I been in June? Introduces Halo Infinite Pelican. No. Oh. So I have this. I think it's already there, right? I think it's already there. No, you said okay, in November. Because I have the Pelican. So maybe they are introducing other stuff. Introducing helicopters. Okay, yeah, because we don't have helicopters yet. Gotcha. Okay, so maybe they just leaked. Maybe they just gave us the Pelican to shut us up until until the rest of the updates are ready. Ooh, but yeah, there's an official helicopter. Neat. Are you a fan of the big planes? I tend to like the smaller general aviation planes. So we've got some, the Wright brothers stuff. Yeah, I think I did see something. We have these 2 helicopters. I don't know what they are, but I will look into them. Gliders. True to life airliner. Gotcha. I've flown the Pelican like 3 times. Historical planes. So the Douglas DC-3. People do love these planes. Oh man, that is too big. I would not try and fly this. And what is this one? My wife is Canadian, so she'll love this plane. Oh, this one's interesting. Tail dragger. I'm not a fan of the tail draggers, but I'm slowly starting to get comfortable with them. So, okay, so this one's interesting. This one's old, and it's a general aviation one, so I think I might fly this one. Neat. Now, what is this Bell 407? I don't know anything about it. They are bringing the right... yeah, copied and pasted that one. Got to Hercules, a few others. I got... what? 3,000 hours? That is wild. Oh my goodness. The Hugh H4 Hercules? Alright. Let me actually get my keyboard closer so I can type faster. Okay, so that helicopter is cool, so I would be interested in learning how to fly that. So Hughes H4 Hercules. That is a gigantic seaplane. Oh my goodness. That's coming, and the Hughes, yeah, wow. 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 Wow, that thing is... and the more I'm looking at it, it is just a huge plane. That is... wow, that's amazing. Let me see here. The wingspan is 320 feet. 300,000 pounds. It's 219 feet long. Yeah, that is a big baby. Okay, and you were doing the DC-3, which I think I know what it is. No, I didn't know what it was. I just knew it was an old plane. You've spent 3,000 hours in this plane. That is I don't know what to say about that. I don't think I have any words. That's a lot of hours in an old plane. That's dedication. Alright, so we got those helicopters. No, I didn't see this one. I saw the Bell. Okay, that's cute. It's a cute little helicopter. And then gliders, not interested in gliders. Airbus. Alright, because I'm not a huge fan of Airbus or what are these, the big planes, they all look the same to me. May I post a link for this? Yeah, man, you can do that. I don't think I have any restrictions on. Thanks for asking. Here's the first trailer. Let me see. Hey, where's the chat? Oh, I guess it's not there. I guess I gotta look it up on my phone. Here's the second one. Thanks for the second one. That is nicely shot. Those are some really great angles. the inside of that glider looks pretty nice. Look at that big boy right there. Oh my goodness, 4 propellers on, on each side of the wing. Wow. That is huge. That is huge. They always do a great job with their trailers. Let's give it a thumbs up. Alright, let me check out that first one. Where'd it go? First trailer. they had to put the words there. We're introducing helicopters. I do like that float plane, or that amphibious plane. It looks neat. The sky is calling. Oh my goodness. How much more? Oh, okay. Then they... right at the end. Here we go. Those... So I remember now is when this came out, I forget what I was doing, but everybody was talking about it. So I missed the trailers, but I definitely got the Pelican. Free add-on. Woo! Nice. Alright, good stuff. Ghost, thanks for the trailers. Thanks for letting me know about this. I actually slept on this one, so I was not aware. So this is the anniversary thing that I was thinking about, but they only did the Pelican, and then everything else is coming out in November. Sweet. Alright, so now I think I'm excited. Alright, good deal. Alright, so let's see here. So now I can do some missions here. I think I'll do one just for kicks and giggles. So actually, let me show you. So this is my manager. So I'm managing my company. This is... Where is my company? My company in this game is Tabletop Airways. My ICAO is J39 Delta. So I'm a member of this virtual airlines, not an owner. So they give me, so these guys are actually the virtual airlines. They are actually renting these 2 planes for me. So these 2 planes right here, they're paying the bill for this one. So tomorrow I'm gonna start looking for jobs in PALH. So if I start looking for pending jobs, I wonder if they have an FBO in Alaska. Let me see. So they have. Yeah, they could. So here are some jobs that I can take tomorrow. So Lake Hood is over here. Ooh. Flying in simulator Airbus. Okay, so that's somebody that's flying right now. Yeah, so I can take one of these jobs. Let me see here. Logistics. Okay, so that's a thing. But for right now, I'm gonna take one of my own. So let's do this. All right, so we want something nice. Well, I guess we'll take this one. It's only 108 cargo. It's a cargo run, so we'll go from here to here. But I need to get back to here tomorrow, so I've got to come back. Yeah, so let's definitely make that small. So I'm gonna take this job here. This one is shelf stable goods. So that's what I'm taking. I'm headed in 090. I'm headed east. Oh no, whoops. I thought I got it in the other direction. So I'm headed east. Alright, cool. So let's go ahead and take that job. And let's go to pending jobs. And here is... which one is mine? I think it's the first one. Nope. Oh no. I'm looking for my name, which is J39 Delta, and I don't see it. Well, that is super weird. Okay, here, because I can abandon this. Is this mine? No, that's not mine. Well, how embarrassing. Where's the job I just took? Where did it go? Did I not? I don't think I took it. I don't think I took it. So I clicked on the take button and it did that. So naturally I thought I took the job. That was the PAVD. So let's go to pending. Pending jobs, PAVD. Here we go. There we go. There's my job. Alright. Okay, cool. I've got a couple different planes. I think this is mine. Or this was the one that I'm using. Let me see. Let me see here. 25 Lima. Yes. So 25 Lima, so I'll take this one. I might have to dump some fuel because of the weight. Yep. So I went ahead and filled it up because I was super, I don't know. Okay, so here's that 360 pounds of goods, cargo. So I'm overweight. So there's 313. So if I remove 200, that's 212. Does that change anything? It does start to change things. Yes, I'm dumping so much fuel. 95 more pounds. Oh my gosh, that doesn't seem fun at all. So let's go with 112. Okay, so I've got 5 pounds left. So I've got 112 pounds of fuel. That's fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some quick. Let's do some quick. I can't even talk. Let's do some quick work. PALH, I believe, is where we are. That's a departure, and I think it was PAVD. Papa Alpha Victor Delta. Let's set that as our destination. There we go. It's 108 nautical miles. And you know what? I need to do the right aircraft. I don't know if they are exactly the same. So it requires 106 pounds of fuel with 30 in reserve, so 131 pounds of fuel is what they're expecting. 12,000. This is interesting. I have not... Oh, this is going to be... this is going to be interesting. Let's take a look at the topography. Yeah, so there are some mountains here. And the wind gust is going to be crazy. Okay, so I'll be taking off of here. And then I'll need to climb. Get over, I don't know, 10,000. What is the capacity? The ceiling. What's the ceiling for the 172? I think it's like, isn't it 12,000? So if it is 12,000, then I'll kind of have to go into the grooves here. This is not going to be an easy mission. Unless I can just fly over it, but I don't think I can do that. And there only seems to be one way to get into here, because there's mountains on this side. Okay, so I'll take that into consideration. Okay, so let's see here. If that's the case, what's our approach? Our potential approach. All runways 06 and 24. Where is... So 24 is... Really? 24? No, 06. Sorry. 06 is what I'm looking at. Oh, no. Wait, what's going on here? I'm getting different approaches. Don't know if I like that, but I'll just add it in. I don't like it. Why didn't it... Yeah, that's just way too much going on there. Okay, so we have an idea as to what's going on. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and try it. Let's see what we can do here. So 112. So we'll be low fuel. You got 5 pounds. All right. So let's validate it. Let's go ahead and we're gonna put on the game screen. That's ooh boy. Okay. Sorry about that. Let's try and reset this. Reset this. I'm gonna pause this, put that keyboard away, and then let's unpause. Okay, so I think we're good. I'm gonna flip back to OnAir just to make sure that we can now validate our stuff. So let's talk about weight. So they want me to have 112 pounds of fuel. We can be on or off by a couple, and 550 pounds. So it's just cargo 360. So 190 for me. Cargo. Can we do 360 right here? Now, is there a center of gravity on this plane? There it is. Wow, you had to really stretch it out. Okay, so we haven't, even though we got 360 cargo, we haven't broken the center of gravity, which is great. Alright. Sounds great. Where's that noise coming from? Is it that plane? Yeah, I think it's that plane. Okay, so let's go ahead and set our navigation before we go ahead and start the mission. So battery and alternators on. Let's go ahead and turn the avionics on. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and check the flight plan. Alright, so Papa, we're just gonna do it straight for right now. Papa Alpha Lima, I believe it's Hotel is the last one. Where is Lima? There you go. And Hotel. Lake Hood, that looks right. And then this one is Papa Alpha. Nope, oops, that didn't work out. I think it was Victor Delta. Let me verify here. Yeah, Victor Delta. So Victor and Delta. There we go. Valdez Airport. Okay, so we have something, 107.7 nautical miles. That's grand. So let me put this back on desktop because I'm going to be flipping through a couple different things. So let's get logged into VATSIM. Let's take a look and see what's going on with everything. So need to know what my registration number is. November 5525 Lima. This is a C-172. I don't know if they care if it's an amphibian or not. Let me see if they... I don't think they have any designation. Yeah, so just the Skyhawk will do just fine. And let's do a flight plan. It'll be VFR. Don't need those. It'll be Papa Alpha Lima Delta. Nope, that's not right. Hotel. And Papa Alpha Victor Delta. So the current time, so let me look at my chronometer here. The current time is 9:43. So that's 21:43. So 4 hours from that. 22, 23, 24, 25. So it's 01. So 01. That was 43. Okay, so 0143, so we're going to take off at, we'll say 0200. How long is this flight? It's estimated an hour. Oh, I didn't want to fly for an hour. Oh man, okay, whatever. We'll do an hour and 5 minutes. And we're gonna say we have fuel for 2, but we don't. We're gonna, what is our cruising speed? I think it's like I think it's 120. And we're gonna go for 12,000. Alright, so there's our flight plan. So everything's filed. Let's take a look at any coverage. Let's see if we have coverage right now. We just have this massive... Yeah. So all the coverage is over here. We just got this massive system. Okay, cool. So we'll just go on Unicom. Now this is Lake Hood, taking off on runway 32. Alright, sounds good. So let me turn off everything. And now let's start the mission. Okay, mission started. Missions a go. Battery and alternator. Gonna turn on the beacon. We've already started, so let's put in our fuel pump. Nope, fuel valve. Fuel valve. Let's set our trim for takeoff. You are in parking. Let's turn the keys.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
Introduce fuel. Turn on the avionics. Pitot heat. Alright, let's verify that these two match. Kind of. Yeah, kind of. Okay, so we have fuel, we have... These are in the green. This needs to get hotter, so let's put our RPMs to 1200 and try and get that oil hot. Okay. Alright, cool beans. So here, let's see here. I don't know. I think we'll just do this manually until we figure out what we're doing. So we're gonna go... Yeah, we're fine with Alt. This is fine. These are fine. Everything's good. Okay. So this is Lake Hood. Let's go to Unicom. So 122.8. So here we got 122.8. We're going to make that active. Alright, let's make a call. Lake Hood. Lake Hood traffic, Cessna, November 5525 Lima, taxiing to runway 32, Lake Hood traffic. Was that the runway? Let me check. Oh no, we have two different... Okay. Ooh. Let's take a look. Lake Hood, 14 and 32. Yeah, so 32 is correct. Alright, let us do this. Parking brake off. I'm going to turn on the taxi light. And my pedal has already moved. Alright, let's try this again. I gotta figure out a way how to secure the pedal. Oh no. Let's try not to crash into the jet. I guess we're gonna slow this down a little bit. I'm more or less using my differential brakes to help me steer. I almost feel like I'm just wearing out the brake pads on this plane. Alright, we'll just hang out here for a minute. Turn on the nav. Let me see here. Here's the nav and the strobe. We'll turn off the taxi and put on our landing lights. I think we're good there. Lakewood traffic. Cessna, November 5525 Lima. Ready for takeoff. Runway 32. Lakewood traffic. Okay, so I think we're good. We see strobes. Alright, let's do it. Let's get out of here. So let's put down one flap. And we've already taken off on this runway 4 times, so we're very comfortable with this. Okay, I'm gonna put the brake on. Last minute check. Alright, let's do it. Waiting for the, there we go, 55, 60, and we're gonna roll.
Airborne time
010
logged.
at 6 knots.
Alright, so let's try and stay at 3.2 for a minute until we get some altitude, and then we'll start turning. Or 3.3. Let's just stay around that 3.3. Let's stay somewhere around that heading. Alright, I'm already losing airspeed. Putting up my flaps. I'm going to turn off the landing light. Alright. So, what's up, hun? Yeah. Oh, okay, got it. I need you to look in my wallet, and there's a black card. Show it to me when you find it, if you find it. Let me see. This one at the very top. Alright, so let's try and climb, because we know that we are going to... So we need to... we're going 90 degrees, I remember that. So you know what, let's put on... Let's do some autopilot right now. Let me see what it's doing. I'm going to change that to 90. Let's put on heading. We're definitely going down. So let's raise this up a little bit. And let's continue to raise this up. Alright, so I am pretty low. Let's put up the... Let's try and get a little more aerodynamic and put up these wheels. Okay. So, I feel like I'm pretty low, and we need to climb. We're climbing at 500 feet per minute. We're going to need to do more. And then at some point, airspeed's going to be affected. What a beautiful day for a flight. Hey, Del guy. It definitely is. So, I I did my check ride, and it took me 4 tries to get it. I was bumbling around with my autopilot. I couldn't figure out some of the heading stuff. I thought that the app had a bug. It was an absolute mess. But in the fourth try, I did finally get it, so I can legally fly this seaplane to do on-air missions. So I figured I would go ahead and try one. And so I'm doing one right now. What is that guy saying? I missed it. So someone's on Unicom, but I don't know what he's saying. So let me do something quickly. There's an app that I use to manage my audio. Let me reset it. And I sure hope that I don't crash into a mountain. Oh, actually, let me show you. So here's a desktop. So let me show you why I'm concerned about mountains. Is because here are some mountains. And this area, 10,000, the highest peak is 12,000, so we need to go across here. So on one end I should... I don't know what she's saying. I'm wondering if I should go to the coast and work my way that way, because I don't know if I can get this plane high enough. So definitely hard to tell where I am. So I'm wondering if I should go south and go along the coast where it's potentially safe. Ooh, my airspeed's getting down. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna play it safe. Let's go ahead and make our way. And here's the funny thing is I can't see anything, so I'm really just relying on my instruments right now. So we're just gonna head straight south, and I'm gonna try and... Ooh, look at that. I put my trim wheel just slightly down, and that thing... Ooh, that is... This is gonna be tough. Come on, buddy. Let's get the plane nice and stable. So I can see... Okay, so no mountain, no mountain there. So I'm gonna want to lean this because I don't know how much fuel. Now that I'm making a deviation, oh man, I just made this difficult. I just realized that I'm gonna need to find an airport. I potentially might have to land at a different airport to fuel up. We'll see. So Del Guy, how's your day going today? Did you have an exciting time at work? Doing stuff for Del? So one reason why I'm aiming to go for the coast is because I've flown, I did a flight once from, I think it was Seattle to Alaska on the Xbox, and it was wild. Trying to fly a Cessna on top of those mountains, the wind turbulence is just outrageous. So the sea, flying it in the valleys or flying it at sea level is safer. Good day. Closing the books for August. There we go. That's right. I've got you working on that. That had to be a little stressful. So current altitude is 5,000. I love the exclamation points. there is a lot of excitement in that good day. Alright, so how far am I from the safety of the coast? That's a 20-mile radius at 5,000 feet. Pulled back the throttle a little bit, so I'm at 2,500 RPMs. My second on-air flight, I went from Central Texas to Mexico, middle of nowhere, for some exec, and I didn't know how to adjust the time. Oh no, you had to do it with no... Oh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. There's an offset that you have to adjust. I had to find one with lights, landed, took off next day. There you go. Good for you. That lets me know you have more sense than I did. I came through the exact same scenario, and I ended up trying to land at that place, at that airfield with no lights. It was absolutely foolhardy thing to do. And then there was one time when I thought as clearly as you did, and I aborted my because I was trying to land, and I aborted my landing and looked for a towered airport. Good on you. Would have never known without watching you. Oh. Use your tip to turn off the engine. Okay, got it. Good. Yeah, that was a harsh lesson. A lesson well learned, but that one was harsh. I'm glad that you're able to learn from my mistakes. I'm flying close to a plane. This is terrible weather. So let's fly more south and get out of the skies. This is not ideal. So here's the funny thing. Because I can't see anything outside, I keep having to look at my instruments to see if I'm going up or down. And I'm wildly, my vertical speed indicator is just going in opposite. Oh, there's a mountain that came to view. Oh man, this Alaska trip is going to be exquisite. It's going to be very difficult. And you're back. Hey, what's up, Ghost? Do you own any planes on air or just rent? So I do own one plane. It's a VL3, and I bought it because it was at the time it was so cheap. And I was like, what is it like to own a plane? Because I did lease the first plane I did get. I leased it. And then I learned that leasing has a lot of stipulations. So I rent planes now. Because I'm with the pilot club and they have a virtual airline, they're renting my planes for me, so I don't have to pay any cost. But this particular one that I'm flying right now, I'm renting it because I was using it to qualify, and I figured I'd just use it for this mission. But to be honest, I don't think I'm gonna make this mission. This weather is bad, and I don't know where I'm going. I've got my instruments and the map, but like right now I'm supposed to be headed east, and I'm pointed in a westward direction. I'm just trying to get out to the sea, man. It's safe there. All right, so let's use these instruments. Let's try and get to where we need to get. I keep going. Yeah, this plane keeps going up and down wildly. This is intense. Yes, agreed. All right, so now we're headed east again. All right, let's try and stay level. So at least I don't have to worry about mountains for right now as I coast along. I do want to try and get my altitude and airspeed under control. I think you think I'll make it? All right, cool. I will take that confidence. I'm still in cruise. Still got 3 more hours. Oh yeah. Wait, you have 3 more hours in your flight? Oh my goodness. And where are you flying to? I guess where you're flying from and to. Alright, so you know what? Ooh, things are getting a little hazy. Let me see if I can get this plane to... So here's roll. But roll is pitching me upwards. I don't want it to pitch me upwards. Let's go into heading. Trying to get this, it's still pitching me. Okay. So I'm gonna try and get out of there. Flying from PDX to JFK. Got it. Are you on VATSIM? Hey. Hold on, guys. Let me put myself on mute for a minute. What's up? Oh, no, wait. Alright, I am back. I couldn't pause my track IR, so you got all the crazies. All the crazy head movements. Alright, no, you are offline. Gotcha. Alright, so we have seriously deviated from our original straight plan. And we're going to just follow this because this just looks like danger. So, actually, let's go ahead and flip this. Do we have a timer? Why did that change? Okay, so now it's 0 degrees. Nope. Select. Which one is which? That's flight time. Can I change it? me time it. I'll see if it goes, if a minute goes. Alright, but right now we are burning less than 10 gallons, so I'm okay with that. And we just switched to, I think, the right tank. Yeah. So we're going to keep an eye on this right tank. Alright, things are positive. This amperage is a little lower than I would like, but I don't know if there's anything I can do about it. The volt? What is the volt? Is that what this is? So, did it naturally stop at 6,000? Alright, so let's try and climb very slowly. What is the deal with all these planes? Where are they coming from? Where's my... There it is. Oh well, okay, there it is. I was a little late. So I'm behind a plane. As long as I'm not going to hit it. I can't see his lights. Maybe he's super high up. Who knows? We got a message. Set course 66. No sir, I will not. I'm doing something different. Alright, good deal. So we are slowly climbing. We still have airspeed. Let's just go up a little more. Still trying to tell me what to do. You want me to go to 6.5 so I can get back on course. I will do no such thing. Ooh, now we're in the negatives. Okay, so I haven't dealt with icing. Now there's a heat. There's cabin heat pull, so let's go with that. So let's hope that does stuff in here. Do I have... I've got the pitot heat on, okay. I've got everything else is on. Yep. Alright, I think I'm good. Alright, let's make an adjustment to our... We are 6,500 feet in the air. I am hoping that that will be enough to clear whatever land mass is over here. Oh, it is amazing that we can't see it. So let's take a look. Here's the desktop. Here. So yeah, so I'm definitely trying to, once I get over here I'll be fine. I'm certainly trying to clear it. Do they have numbers? Okay, good. They do have numbers. So this is 450 feet, so 500 feet. Okay, so I feel like we're good. What are these numbers? This is 850 feet. Okay, good, 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 good. I think we are in the clear. And this is 600. 600. It keeps moving. Okay, I feel like we're good. We're gonna get over here, and then we're gonna just make our way over there. We got this, guys. We're doing it. Alright, fuel flow is still good. These things are still good. And the app had a little hiccup, or the game had a little hiccup, so 7,000 feet, or making our way to 7,000. So this is saying 58 minutes. I'm going about 90 ground speed. Is there any wind? There is a headwind of 28 knots. Oh, I don't know why I was not expecting that. That's kind of a lot. Is there a storm? Am I flying into a storm? Because this does look like a massive it does look like a massive storm. Where are we? Here we are. So definitely a thing. We're flying over here. Look at that, nothing going on in the rest of the country, in the rest of the continent. It's a storm? Okay. Oh, wait, look at that. There's some hope of calmness. It's very blissful. And then we're going right back into it. All right. So this message is probably still telling me, yeah, to get back on course. No, sir. I will not listen. Alright, things still look good. -2 degrees Celsius. I don't know if this is working because I can't feel anything. Gear advisory. Alright, cool. So let's see if there's any, well, I don't know if we need any nav aids, but let's see if there's anything. So let's take a look at a sectional, VFR sectional. Oh yeah, this is actually helpful. 4,000. Yeah, so we're definitely gonna clear this just fine. Alright, awesome. Now VORs or NDBs, I don't see any. There's an NDB way over there. Mineral Creek. I think because we have a map, because we have a GPS map, I think we're not going to need to use the VORs or NDBs. There's a VOR over here. I mean, I think it's nice to still have it, because at some point I can say that we are on radio 30. And that'll give me some idea as to where we are. So let's go ahead and tune into Johnstone Point, 116.7. Alright, so nav 1. Oh boy, let's try and keep you stable. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, look at that, we're stalling going down. Where is the plane? So we are in a downward pattern. We're still here. Oh no, we were going up. Alright, I'm gonna take off all the throttle. Try and see if we can get ourselves stable. And it seems to be working. Let me give some throttle. So we're now at 8,000. Yeah, we're at 8,000 feet. That was, wow, that was wild. Oh man, it's minus 5 degrees Celsius. Okay, so we seem to be stable. Still climbing the 10,000. Ooh, that was something. Wow. Alright, let's get some of this fuel. That's actually not good. Okay. We're burning less than less than 5 gallons of fuel per hour, so that's great. Now we're also going 79, so that's just making it longer. So let's hang out at 8,000 instead of 10,000. Now how does this work? Are you going to adjust? I think I need to arm you again. Okay, I think we're okay. You mentioned the Checkride. What is that? Is that a part of OnAir? Yes. So it is a part of OnAir, and you have to have certifications for certain planes. Let me see if I'm sharing my desktop. Yeah. So if we go to OnAir. Is this the one? Offline tracking, yes, it's fine. I should be able to come back to you. Okay, nope, it doesn't want me. Okay, that's fine. We'll do it with this. So here's the employees. You have to have certain certifications in order to be able to rent a plane or to fly a plane. So here, this particular person has all the certs: ultralight, single engine piston land. I think we all start out with this one. This particular plane is a piston C, so I had to do a Checkride in order to get that certification. And the Checkride, all it is in the game, you click on the Checkride button, and then they'll instruct you to take off. And when you do take off, they will give you instructions like fly this heading at this altitude. And then they'll say, fly this heading at this altitude. And then they'll give you a slow, what's it? A slow, there's kind of like a slow speed. Ooh, some more turbulence. So I am going to take out some power. I mean, I find it funny that taking out power helps. Okay, so they have this. I have the Bonanza, rented it. Must not have needed one. I think it's a single piston land, which you already start off with that one. Because when I flew the Kodiak is a turboprop, and I had to get certified for that. Yeah, so they have this one that's a little difficult. It's called the slow ride or slow something. as to where you have to get the plane very close to its stall speed. You have to hold the altitude, and then they'll ask you to do a 360-degree turn while still holding the speed and the altitude. So that one's a little tough. That one I use autopilot to help me with. I have not done that manually yet. Alright, so we're at 8,000 and it is holding, I think. No, it's not. It's not holding, it's still going down. Oops, sorry guys. What are you doing? Ooh, what happened there? My airspeed indicator stopped working. None of the circuit breakers seem to be out. It is related to the pitot. It's related to pitot heat. So I think, I don't know. Do I put this back? So I think it's possibly too cold for my pitot tube to read the air pressure. Sounds hard. Anti-icing. Yeah, does this plane... I don't think this plane has anti-icing. Let's see. I don't believe so. Here are the radio. Here are the lights. This is cabin air and heat, which was already on. So let me pull it back out. Yeah, so it is hard, but I don't know. I still feel good about myself when I do get it. It's an accomplishment. Now it'll be. I think I feel like I'm cheating by using the autopilot. So I want to try and do my next check ride just manually. But ironically, what was so funny about the last check ride I did with this plane is that the 3 times I spent most of my time fumbling with the autopilot. So even though I was trying to use the autopilot, I kept failing because I couldn't figure out how to use the autopilot. So catch-22. Okay, so everything is, I guess, awesome. So I'm gonna switch because this. I'm going to switch this to the left. So is there icing on the wings? Hard to see. Okay, I don't see any icing on the wings. There's the pitot tube. So there's definitely icing on that. Yeah, so the pitot tube, pitot heat is on. Here it is. Is it still on? Is there a thing for it? Instrument flaps. Aviation fan. I don't know what that is. Inop? Oh no, I don't know. Well, here's my speed. Ground speed is 60. So then let's pitch this bad boy down a little bit. Let's go to 7,000. Well, that's not working. Ground speed is 58, so that means that my indicated airspeed is less than that. Might have to do this manually. Well, good night for... Alright, Ghost, thanks for hanging out, man. I appreciate you spending time with us. I'm going to disengage autopilot and I'm going to pitch this plane down. Hopefully just a little bit. Doesn't sound like it's a little bit though. Holy moly. So at this point I'm actually using my artificial horizon to try and see how far down I'm pitching. So actually this is very weird. So none of those indicators, yeah, that's definite icing related. So the vertical speed indicator isn't working, and neither is the airspeed. That is wild. And actually neither is my altimeter. I haven't seen it move. Oh, this is absolutely wild. So I don't know in what direction I'm actually pitched. Oh, that is, dare I say, awesome? Okay, so I'm looking at my ground speed and it's slowing down, so I'm pushing my plane forward because I think I am... Oh no, I think I did it too much. So I don't think I can trust any of my instruments right now. I can't trust any of my instruments. I don't know where I am right now. Okay, so there's the sun. So I'm pointed straight up. Am I going into a spin? Sounds like I'm going into a spin. Oh my goodness. Wow. So, I mean, I think if it was real life, I would have had maybe some idea. At some point, I didn't know if I was pitching up or down, and I was looking at my instruments, and I couldn't rely on them. Very cool. All right. Oh, no, it's all good. It's all good. I think I think this is a good taste. So tomorrow when I start what is that thing called? I'm losing all my words. Not chart supplements here. So tomorrow when the Alaska Gold Rush starts, we start doing all of our missions in Alaska. So now I have some experience now of what it's like to fly in crazy weather. So if the weather is like this, I'm going to actually plan accordingly and either do a mission that takes me out of it or takes me in the opposite direction. If it's moving east, I'm gonna try and head west. Or actually, even better, wait it out. maybe I don't have to do it. Oh man, yeah, that was wild. That was absolutely wild. Couldn't see anything. It was just gray for the entire trip. And I thought we were safe. Oh, this is icing. I think this is icing over here. Let me see if I can find it. There is a tool that I think I've seen some people use called Windy. I don't know how to use it yet. So here, we were close to Anchorage. And the surface, and then if we go to 8,000, nope, that's 2,000 meters. I want feet. I don't know what meters is. I do know what FL is. FL 0 will go there. I wonder how you're supposed to handle that. Yeah. So I think in real life, you just wouldn't fly it. I think it's too dangerous for you to do to risk it. So you would just ground yourself. If you had to fly, yeah, because this is where we were trying to go, and we started out here, we came over here, and then this area is when things went bad. But I don't think I know how to use this yet. So 26 knots, 28 knot winds, drag wherever you want. So the purple, so let's see, 41 knot. Okay, so the deeper, wow, 37, so this gets less. Orange, green 17, blue's good stuff. Okay, so yeah, okay, so we flew through a wild one. So if I paid attention, maybe I would have flown north and then come back down rather than trying to fly through this, through 30 knot winds, if I really needed to make that flight. But the trick here is I wanted to get close to the surface, and this would be, I'd have to fly high. I definitely would have to get to 12,000 feet. So I don't know. I think it's catch-22. I think in real life I wouldn't fly it. I would just wait for the weather to get better. Yeah, I don't know. All right, Dell Guy and Ghost and other people that were hanging out, thank you very much for spending some time with me. I think it was Darpy was here too. So I did the check ride. It took me 4 times to get it, but I finally got it. I went ahead and did a test flight. The Alaska is very dangerous. And tomorrow we start our, oh yeah, and the reason why I'm so concerned about tomorrow is because we get 1 life. So if I crash, then I am out of, so here are the bonuses. So you get some TPC points. There's 11 airports that we need to hit. There's some awards: Bushmaster, Cargo Master, Seamaster. So the more missions I do with a seaplane, I'm eligible for the Seamaster. The more cargo I run, then I can get this one. Bushmaster, I think, is the most places that I visit. But if I die, then I am not eligible for these awards. So that's why I'm trying to do it on 1 life and do it safely. So I might do a lot more. Flight planning now that I've experienced it, as being more dangerous than I thought. Yeah. All right. So we'll see, guys. All right. So again, thanks for hanging out with me. This is Tabletop Android. I stream Tuesdays and Fridays. This Friday I should be streaming. I do have family coming. But we'll see if I can get away and hang out with you guys. If not, Dell, enjoy the rest of your night, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.